So I asked an iGCSE Maths world topper what the hardest question they've ever had at iGCSE Maths. And in a moment, we're going to see their answer. And I'm going to solve that question in under 7 minutes so you don't get taken by surprise with this kind of question to guarantee your A star. Hello, I'm Sam, the Ginger Mathematician. I've been teaching students exactly like you for the last 15 years, getting you the A star grade that you deserve. And I have a special announcement. So the iGCSE Maths World Topper and me, we are running an April Maths intensive weekend. So 3 hours on Saturday, 3 hours on Sunday, going through the exact playbook to make sure that you can get the A star and maybe even world topper status like my colleague as well. Right, let's get over to this really tough question and let's get started. Okay, and let's go through this hardest question that the world topper has mentioned to me. So here we've got a vectors question, no surprise here. So in the diagram, we have OBD and ACD are straight lines. O is the origin, that's important to realize for what we're going to do a bit later on. And the position vector of A is A, up here, and position vector of B is B. That makes a lot of sense. Now BC is equal to 1/3 of OA. So this vector here is equal to 1/3 A. Now that's important, which means these two lines are parallel, which we're going to exploit in the first part of this question. M is the midpoint of CD, so halfway between it. Okay, it's good to know. And we need to find the position vector of M. I know a lot of students like yourself get confused when they use this phrase position vector. So what we're looking for is essentially the vector OM to go from O to M over here. Now there's a couple of different routes that we can take here. We can go O to B, B to C, C to M, O to A to C, C to M. So we have a couple of different ways to do this. What we're going to need at some point is the vector CD. And to get the vector CD, we're going to need to actually work out this particular vector here. So we're going to have to work out the vector BD as well. And this is where students probably get the most confused because you can actually use similarity to work this out. Now we know it has to be some multiple of B because it's in the same direction, but a different magnitude, a different size. So I'm going to call that XB. And just to make things a bit easier here, I'm going to call this 1B and 1A. That's kind of obvious, but it's going to be helpful for us in this question. What students don't realize when you have a V shape here, which we actually do have a V shape here, is that there's a similarity between these two parts and the entire vector and this part here. So we can actually make up an equation using the similarity of the big triangle, so that's the triangle OAD, and the small triangle here, BCD. The way that we do this is we take the big triangle, so we have 1 divided by 1/3. So I'm looking at, let's get the trusty highlighter out here. So we're looking at this part here and this part here. So these parts. And this is equal to the entire line. Let's get the pen out. There we are. The entire line divided by the small part. Now, what is the vector of the entire line here? Well, it's x plus 1. So it's equal to x plus 1. So that goes on top. That's the big part of it, divided by the small part, which is the vector that we created, this xb. So you can actually work out the vector BD by using this relationship. And I find that teachers generally don't teach this very well. They'll do a lot with the X shape, but they won't do too much with the V shape. This is in a simple equation to solve essentially. So 1 divided by 1/3 is just 3. And now this is just an equation to solve. Again, what's the opposite of divide by X? Well, we're going to times by X on both sides. Make sure your X's and your timeses look different. 3 times X is just 3X. This cancels, giving us x plus 1. This is a nice, easy equation to solve. So we minus x on both sides. 2x is equal to 1, and therefore x is equal to 1/2. So actually, you can work out that vector, which is going to become very, very useful later on. This is where the students get the most confused. So let's wipe out some of these arrows so it's a bit clearer. So we actually have this vector using similarity is actually equal to 1/2 b. That's going to be really useful later on. Now we can actually work out the vector CD here. Now the vector CD, well, we go against the arrow, so that's going to be minus 1/3 A, and then we go with the arrow using that result that we had before, which is plus 1/2 B. Notice how I approach this question. I know I'm going to need CD in some way. How do I build up those building blocks? Well, we need BD to do that. So this identifying which vectors you're going to need in the future helps you work out which parts you're going to need. So if I've got the vector CD, now to work out the vector CM, remember M is the midpoint of CD. So to work out CM, going in the same direction, we're going to do 1/2 of what we just worked out. So remember, this is a non-calculator question, so I'm not rushing to my calculator here. I need to be really confident with fractions. If I multiply here, 1/2 times minus 1/3, that's minus 1/6. And then 1/2 times 1/2, that's just going to be equal to 1/4. Okay, so I've now got the vector CM. So I've got my building blocks now to actually work out what the question wants me to do, which is work out the vector OM. So the vector OM, let's just go through this nice and clearly. We're going to go from O to B, then B to C, and then finally C to M. I'm going to write these steps out. So if I make a mistake, I'm still going to get 3 out of 4 marks here. So OB plus BC plus CM. Okay, what's that going to look like? Well, OB is just B, and BC we'll give given in the question, so 1/3 A. And then all that work has been just to find the vector CM. So that's minus 1/6 A plus 1/4 B. Now again, we need to collect like terms here. So 1B plus 1/4 B, that's 5/4 B. And then 1/3 A minus 1/6 A. Remember, 1/3 minus 1/6. This is the same as saying 2/6 minus 1/6, which is equal to 1/6. Now, fraction skills are really important. Sometimes they happen towards the start of the paper, your standard dividing, multiplying, etc. However, where it becomes really important for A-star students like yourself is being able to really be comfortable with fractions and decimals within, say, a vectors question or a simultaneous equations question outside of that direct context. So you really do need to be confident. If you need to improve your fraction skills, then make sure you do check out my predicted papers, which I will put above. So we have 2/6 minus 1/6, which is 1/6. So we have 1/6A. Generally with vectors, we put them in order. So we're going to put the 1/6 A first, and then 5/4B last. We always do a sort of common sense check as well. So think about how far we're going along here. Yeah, it needs to be a little bit more than 1 for B. So 5/4 fits. And then 1/6, yeah, we're not going too far upwards in this direction. So 1/6 makes a lot of sense as well. There's no negatives because we're not going backwards. We're going in the same direction of A and the same direction of B. Again, you've got the mark scheme here, which again is not very helpful if you're trying to revise these tricky topics. If you need more work on advanced vectors, then you can check out the video above where I go through these quite tough questions as well. Oh, that was such a tough question that the World Topper has chosen. If you'd like to join me and the World Topper for the intensive weekend in April, so from April the 4th and April the 5th, then do click on the link in the description and the pinned comment. I'd love to see you there. There's only 15 seats available because we want to make it a nice intense session. You can ask lots and lots of questions. At the moment, at the time of filming, there's only 13 places left, so you do need to be quick. Again, click on the pinned comment and the description below. And if you need more practice on vectors, particularly those advanced questions, then check out the video right in front of you.